I laid my egg that day. I saw my sister switch my beast egg with her phoenix egg, but I closed my eyes and pretended to sleep. I acted like I saw nothing. I let her take my child, and the first thing I did after getting up was to use my heart blood to warm her mixed blood egg. In the end, her egg hatched a heavenly rank phoenix, and under my training, it became the new phoenix goddess. But my own egg hatched a scruffy sparrow. A whole 100 years passed. Even the feathers on her face could not fully transform. My sister wished she could beat her 800 times a day. She even named her ugly slave to shame her whenever she came to my house. She would always hold my daughter Annie and talk sweetly. She grabbed every chance to be close to her. At mealtime, she served Annie food with great enthusiasm. Annie liked small day's fish. She would even skip her own meal to pick out the fish bones for Annie. But ugly slave was chained beside the table. She only asked carefully if she could eat a bun. My sister instantly changed her face and rushed over. She slapped her hard twice, then dumped leftovers into a bowl, and shoved ugly slave's head into it, forcing her to eat. She looked up at me for help, but I still pretended not to see. Annie could not stand it, so she begged for mercy on her behalf. Only then did my sister stop. She apologized to Annie, saying she should not have scared her. Then she yelled at ugly slave to get lost. After that, she gave me a meaningful look, saying a scruffy sparrow should be trained like this. She asked if I agreed. I only nodded. Seeing this, she burst into laughter. She did not know. The more arrogant she laughed now, the more miserable she would be when she learned the truth. Then she pulled Annie close, saying she had prepared a gift for her, something that would help her win the Phoenix Goddess election tomorrow. But when Annie opened the box, it was empty. My sister then said she had learned a secret art. If she plucked all the feathers from a winged clan's body, she could forge a protective artifact. Ugly slave turned pale. She instantly realized she would be the sacrifice. Sure enough, the next second my sister grabbed her, saying fresher feathers had better effect, and she started gathering power in her hands. She struck her again and again. Ugly slave screamed. Her feathers fell off non-stop. My husband could not bear it. He rushed over to stop her, saying ugly slave was her own daughter. How could she be so cruel? But my sister said nothing. She threw him aside and kept plucking feathers. Feathers with blood flew across the air. Some even landed on my face. I simply wiped them off without even frowning. When the artifact was finally complete, my sister stopped. She proudly placed the feather crown on Annie's head. Then she saw a broken feather on Annie's head and questioned how I took care of the child. Only then did I speak. I said ugly slave had been plucked bald, yet she still had the mood to worry about another woman's daughter. Anyone would think Annie was her real child. My sister was stunned, but then she drew a dagger and vented her anger on ugly slave. She said ugly slave's screaming had scared Annie. Then she slashed ugly slave's face. After that, she held Annie again, saying she would tell her a huge secret at the Sphinx's election tomorrow. The next day, the ceremony began. Annie really won the Phoenix Sphinx's title. Everyone congratulated me, saying I had raised a good daughter. Then my sister shouted, "Annie is not my daughter.